Well, hello to all. Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel, as everyone likes to say on YouTube. I'm hoping this year to be the year. I know I've said it before, but that I get more videos done showing y'all how I make things. So, these are the things that I've been working on for Valentine's. I have several different things here, but first I wanted to share with you what I used. I'm sure the basic tools that I use, not everything, but like the dies that I use, the die sets, that sort of thing. So, first off, you'll notice the banner, and then inside this little matchbook size little box, I used cards from a game called Probe. It is a vintage game. I find them pretty much a lot at like Goodwill. And so what I did at first off on the first part of this is I was going to make this into a book. And then I thought, no, I wanted a little tinier. So I have this set of Doodlebug dies that I got in January of 2022. I did not write down the name. I don't save the things because it just takes up more room. This fits better in how I have my dies organized. But this is the die that I used. It's just a little, it makes like a little spiral, like a little notebook paper or you can cut it out of notebook paper. And it puts the three little holes in it for you. So that is by Doodlebug Designs, or just Doodlebug. I don't know. It was a Valentine thing. Has two little envelopes in there. It's got XO, I love you, and I love us. It's got a tiny little heart, a bigger heart, and a little postage stamp looking die. So hopefully that will help you if you wish to find it. Hopefully that'll help you find it. So now that I've showed you that, those are two things that I used. Then I also used this Tim Holtz Sizzix die. This is a big Z one, and it comes with a little set here of numbers and these little circles that you can cut so that you can cut a circle out of the box if you want to. This is number 665439. I bought it in January of 2022. And I don't remember if it was new that year or not. So this might be something that you might have to search for. So that's that die. Then that die. Then the last thing, two more things. So this little book here that I made, I used the coin envelope in here. And then I used this piece right here. And I also used this piece and this piece. And I'll show you as I go through it where I use those pieces. So this one I bought in July 2022, and it's number 665926. And this one's fairly new. I mean, I bought it in July 2022, so it was over a year ago. Wow. But they still sell it. It hasn't been retired or anything like that I know of. I don't think. Anyway, so let's just show you the first thing that I did. So this particular one I made, and you can see that die that I showed you from Doodlebug is pretty small. Let's see. I know I have a ruler nearby. Small ruler? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so it is finishing at like 1.5 by 1.5. No, it's longer. Maybe it isn't. I was thinking it was longer. Oh, that's 1.25, and then this is 1.5. Okay, that's what I thought. It looked longer than it did wide. So anyway, these are Tim Holtz little stickers right here. This XO die I used from one of his fonts. I think it's this font right here. Yeah, it is. I used 665205. I used this in a couple of different places on these things. So I just used I cut it out and I used the negative. I used the positive somewhere else in something else. So anyway, this I made with Simple Stories Valentine from last year. I used the paper from last year. I do not have any of that hanging right here by me. So I just cut them out. And I used the pages from an old Pride and Prejudice book because Pride and Prejudice is like, to me, the ultimate love story. So that's why I used Pride and Prejudice pages, book pages. Very, very small, but big enough for pictures, big enough for you to put some journaling in there if you like. And then I gathered it together with, and I couldn't tell you what size they are, but I found them in the jewelry section. I think I bought these at Hobby Lobby, I don't know, a couple of years ago, but I know they still have them in the jewelry section. And that's what I used to put my book together. And they're very simple. They're very flexible. I don't know if you've ever used these before, but they're pretty soft when it comes to the metal. They're not real hard so that you can, let's see, where's the opening? There it is right there. You can easily just, with your hand, open it to put on your book or to put your book together, and then it's real easy just to, it is easy. It's just my nails are really short right now to close it back up. So, just in case you've ever thought about those or wanted to use those, they're very, I mean, we're talking this bag of, I don't know, tons. It was like $1.99 maybe. I don't know. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too expensive. So, that is the basic tools that I used. One other thing that I will share with you. Let's see if I can get it out. The hearts on the banner are from this EK Success punch and paper shapers. This was been around for a long time, but I don't think you can find it anymore. You would probably have to find it on eBay or Etsy, somebody selling a used one. But I've had it forever. Still punches like it was brand new. Great tool. I love the heart. I love heart shapes. Anything heart shapes. And you'll notice I use heart shapes a lot. So, I was thinking there was one other thing, but no. Okay, so I showed you that. So let me show you first what my first idea was with this. As I said before, this is the Matchbox die from Tim Holtz. And I wanted to make some little books out of my little cards, but I really wanted to use that die. I found that die very easy to use because it punches the holes for you already, and I don't have to sit there and try to figure it out. I'm not into perfect, but this was just faster and easier just to cut them out with the die. So the first one is forever, or the first one is always. It just doesn't matter. These are just two little books that fit inside the Matchbox, and they just spell out forever. And I left them blank for photos or for journaling. There you go. And there's forever. Oh, and that little bow right there is also a punch. An EK Success punch, I believe. Maybe not. No, yes. It is an EK Success punch, but it is one of the newer ones. I have not seen it in the store in a long time. I've also had this one forever, but it punches out the perfect little bow. Now the bow came out to be a little bit longer than I needed it to fit, so I just trimmed it by cutting the already little V that these things have on them, and then I hand stitched the little pieces together, and I glued them down. So that's forever. That's forever. This is always. And they both fit very nicely inside. Now, even if you add some stuff to it, some 3D stuff, I still think you'll be able to, you still have some room, as you can see. to make the little books a little fatter. And they'll still fit in there. So, and the paper I used on this is from a company called the Stamp Market. It was their Valentine bundle of paper that they sold last year. I have not bought any new Valentine paper this year because I have tons of Valentine themed paper, and I don't know about you guys, but I really need to concentrate on using stuff that I have. Okay, so that's that one. So once I cut out the separate letters, it left behind this little frame once I cut out the little page out of these. So then I thought, you know what? I have lots of little photos that I've taken over. These are all from probably 2022 and 2023. This was from a wedding. This actually is a picture of us together, and I put our faces in the squares. I just think it's a sweet little way to add all that. That's Tucker. That's Arthur. That's my Owen. And that's my mother on her 88th birthday. That was in February of last year. And if you notice, I pop dotted a few of the little hearts on there just to give it some dimension. I'm probably going to go back and put the names and the year or the date somewhere on here, maybe on the back. I don't know. We'll see. But that's always, and then same thing on forever. I just used the empty frame. That's a group shot of me and my boys and their girlfriends at the time on my 50th birthday. Then that's my little granddaughter. That's Lily Mae. Then that's my stepdaughter, Marissa, and my husband. That's me and my husband at the beach. That was my dad on his 90th birthday. And there's Jimmy Dean. And then there's my husband again. And I don't know if you can tell. You can kind of see my hair there. I was in that picture and I just put his face in it. But one of my very favorite, that's another thing I wanted to talk about, was one of my very favorite places, to order my photographs from is Persnickety Prints. And I love this size, and I just love it. And these are most of the pictures that I used came from Persnickety Prints, because these are like little, they're just like little, I don't know, little pieces of love. I love little pictures. I love anything little. If you know me at all, you know I love little stuff. So anyway, just wanted to give a shout out to Persnickety Prints, because those are the photos that I used for my little banner that I made of pictures. Now, the last thing to show you is this, and this is the item that I made with Tim Holtz with this set. So I made 5 of the coin envelopes. So, and I taped them together. Not taped them together, but I attached them to make this long piece. And I'm sorry, not long piece, but you know what I'm saying. And then it folds up. It folds up nicely. So each one of the envelopes, I did 3 of them on this side facing this direction, and then the other 2 I did on this side, only because I just felt like it would make it really fat if I put all the brads facing each other. And I just wanted to give it some interactiveness. So on the cover, I took, obviously, there is a envelope on the back, but I'm sorry. So this is the front, right? And this is the back. But on the back of each one, this is one of the dies right here that I cut out. And when I cut it out, of course, it created the frame. So I glued the frame down, and then I taped, and you'll see on each one, a little hinge to each one. So you could open up the flap and look inside. And there's that bow again. This is a Red Lead Printworks stamp. This is an old stamp. I don't even know the name that one is. I don't know. Got up my typewriter, typed out what love is to me. Love is having a big sister. So that's me and my sister. This one, love is lots of hugs and kisses. And in these envelopes, you can put either pictures. I have a lot of quote stamps. So this one I just stamped hugs and kisses. I stamped a little Pooh Bear there. And so that goes in here. And I have room on the back to journal if I would like. And then that other piece, that other smaller piece, I did right here in case I wanted to journal on this. But I decorated it instead on that one. The next one, this is super old from Making Memories. I just cut out a felt heart and stitched it. Love is taking your high school boyfriend to your 40th year reunion. So there we are. This was a picture, actually, it was a selfie. My husband set the phone on the brick wall of my house, the childhood house that I grew up in, and we took the photo from there. And you can't really tell in this picture, but that's my brother's 1978 Camaro. And we kind of just went in that because 1978 was the year we met. And so we just thought it was cool to drive in an old car to the 40th reunion. That was a lot of fun. Next is another envelope. And you notice I decorated that one. I think this one I put a picture in. And this one has... And you can put like a little tab or something on that so it's easier to pull out. That's me and my husband with our granddaughter, Lily Mae. And then you can journal on the back. So those little pictures are just great for trimming down and putting in like these kind of things. So there's another Love is your first grandbaby. So there's Lily Mae. She came 2 weeks early. She stayed in the hospital for a little while after she was born, but that was when she was going home. We put her in the car seat and took her home. This is another quote, I think. Have a heart that never hardens, a temper that never tires, and a touch that never hurts. That's one of my favorite quotes that I have in my quote stamps. And then, of course, I have another little Winnie the Pooh there with his little pink envelope in his hand. And that slides right in there. Okay. Of course, I knew I was going to have trouble putting one of these in. There we go. It catches on things if you don't watch it. So this is now the back side of it. So there's so much you can get into this little, and just 5 envelopes. Didn't really take that long. This is also the Simple Stories Valentine line from last year that I used to create the envelopes and everything. Love is reminders of who you love. All of me loves all of you. That's my little crimson stamp there. And this is a die that I have. I have several doily dies. I love doilies. Oh, I didn't glue that down. That's just kind of in there. Oh, that's all right, because I also stamped on that. A little background. Hi, baby. I see you. Then, love is haircuts for special occasions, like getting married. And I don't think... Oh, there's my tail. I was like, I tried to leave a tail on all these so I would know how to open them. This one is a picture of my youngest son the day before... Not the day before his wedding, but this was like a week before his wedding. And his hair was wild, and of course he needed a haircut. So, but I love his wild hair. I love his curls. So I just had to put that picture in there. Love is Jimmy, Dean, and Owen. You know who they are. If you follow me on Instagram, you know they're my 2 dachshunds. Then this one, I don't remember what. Oh, this is my oldest son. The day he turned 30. Okay, let's see. Because my boys don't live near me. Well, my oldest lives in Virginia. He is bound by honor to send me a photo of him on his birthday, since I don't get to spend it with him. I have him send me a picture. So I have a picture every day of him on his birthday since probably 21 years old. So, and I just love that. Look at that cheesy grin on his face. So love is celebrating another year of you. Yeah, and this one is probably going to get hung up on the Brad. There. So I kind of had to pop it open. All right, and that's the end. So that is all of my wonderful little Valentine gift ideas, people. Have fun and be sure and tell those that you love them all the time, not just on Valentine's Day, but Valentine's is always a nice little reminder for you to make things, right? Love is giving handmade gifts. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again soon. My dog is crying because I think he thinks it's time to eat. So, bye for now, and hopefully you will see another video in the next couple of weeks. See you later. Bye.